Right, Godzilla vs. Kong. I actually saw this movie about 2 to 3 weeks ago, not long after it came out. But I was really busy, but now I have some free time, so let's talk about it. So, what's the story in this movie? Well, we start with Kong attacking this manufacturing site of a company called Apex Cybernetics. So, people start asking the question that why is he attacking us? Wasn't he going to protect us? Is he afraid now? So, that's going on with Godzilla. And then Kong is still on Skull Island, but he's in this observational dome where scientists are studying him. And what they're planning to do is that to take Kong to the center of the earth because that's where all the titans originate from, and he will look for his ancestral home, which they assume that it will be the energy source at the center of the earth which they want to use. Yeah, I know, sounds a bit crazy, but that's basically the story. So they have to take Kong off Skull Island, so naturally him and Godzilla are gonna bump heads. Now, I was looking forward to this movie. I actually and genuinely liked the two Godzilla movies, and Kong was okay. Before watching this movie, I avoided all trailers because these days trailers just love to spoil the movies for some reason, and I also avoided anything related to the movie in social media. Now, after rating all that and watching the movie, was I satisfied? No, not really. Let me explain though. Let's start with the good part. The fights. Godzilla vs. Kong is everything that you expect and more. The CGI, the sound design, the explosions, the scale of everything, it's just actually jaw-dropping, especially during the climax fight of the movie, which takes place in Tokyo. It's just beautiful. It's so good. In terms of the fight, it surpassed my expectations. It was so good. Now that was it. That was a good part. Honestly, that couple of seconds, that was a good part, because everything else in this movie I did not enjoy. I simply did not. Maybe because apart from the Godzilla vs. Kong fights, the rest of the movie involves the humans a lot. Now listen, people have criticized the previous movies for involving humans too much, but I think they were incorporated decently, especially in Godzilla King of the Monsters. I think the human element worked there. It didn't feel too much, it didn't feel like I'm wasting my time following the humans. It worked. But in this movie, I cannot pinpoint why, but it doesn't work here. There are some returning characters, but I did not care about them. I did not care about any of the new characters, and some characters were completely pointless. You cut them out of the movie would not change that much. So the human element in this, absolute shit. What about the rest of it? If you take the humans out, how's the story or the writing? That is shit as well. This movie has a lot of what I call what the fuck moments. Moments that you see and you literally go, what the fuck? These are terrible. They should never be in a movie because they take me out of the movie. If you have them in your movie and you have a lot of them, you have a shit movie. I'll give two examples. For example, this movie is set either 4 or 5 years after the events of Godzilla King of the Monsters, but the leap in technology is so huge, it's almost unbelievable. Now, in the former movie, we had underwater military bases, huge jets, and new weapons of mass destruction. But this is on another level in this movie. The mumbo jumbo they tell you to get to the center of the earth, so they create these ships which have to be able to withstand the complete flip of gravity when they go through a portal to reach the center of the earth, and each ship has enough energy to fuel to supply a city as big as Tokyo for what, a week, a month, something like that. Now maybe you can say that this is because since the last movie the humans in this world have been able to study the Titans, whatever was left over, their anatomy, their physiology. Maybe that is what allowed them to make such technological leaps, but it's never addressed, and I don't see how studying the anatomy of Titans can help with technology. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's not addressed, so I don't get it. I don't see how it's possible in such a short amount of time. And then, you know the humans I was talking about? Madison is one of the returning characters. She, one of her friends, and this conspiracy theorist who works in Apex Cybernetics, they go on a mission in the company to find out what secrets they have and what shady stuff they're doing. And they just do that without any obstacles. There was no, I mean, seriously, when you watch the movie, it's ridiculous. They just pretty much casually walk wherever they want. Not like there are any cameras, not like there are any security guards, not like there are any measures to prevent intruders from coming in or to detect them when they are in there. It was so ridiculous, it took me out of the movie. And I just gave you 2 examples. Trust me, there are a whole bunch of other examples of those moments in this movie. And that all together just brings this movie down, because like I said, there are only 2 fights, the good parts. There are only 2 fights in this movie, at the beginning and towards the end, the climax. Everything between that is just meh, boring. I don't care. Can we get past this? I don't care about the humans. I want to see more fight. I know that you cannot have the entire movie animated with Godzilla versus Kong. In terms of money, it's going to be ridiculous. But come on, King Godzilla, King of the Monsters, did that right. How did you take a step back? I wanted to like this movie, but unfortunately, overall, I am not satisfied with this at all. It's really left me disappointed. That's what I can say about it. It was pretty much disappointing overall. Okay guys, that was my quick review of Godzilla vs. Kong. I hope you enjoyed it. The next video will probably be a review of the Falcon and Winter Soldier, so look forward to that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.